most of whom don't come from basketball backgrounds, is picking the right person to entrust with roster decisions. That skill set is hard to evaluate sometimes, but getting that first decision right can sometimes make all the difference. Kevin?
It sure can. All right, D.A., thanks. And the Clippers starting five. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the two-guard spot. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Oubre, and it's Chris in at the five, roaming the paint. Doris, there is nothing like opening night in the NBA. Every fan base just teeming with optimism for the upcoming season.
I think all of us are just so thrilled to have NBA basketball back. There's no losses in the losing column. Everybody's happy. Let's tip it off and go.
Guys have that little step, and these first weeks of the season are always exciting.
Oh, no doubt. Everybody's bursting with enthusiasm. Players are fresh.
Now here's Curry. Green kicks to Curry. Off target with his three. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Passes it to Beverley. Now Zubac. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. And that one, good.
How about the focus and locked-in nature of Kawhi Leonard? My goodness.
Curry looking it over. The three. The Clippers grab the miss. And there's the pass to Beverley. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Well, we know Kawhi will always attract lots of defensive attention, which puts him in a position to find his teammates. Pretty pass.
Now here's Thompson. Outside Curry. From the arc. And the Warriors miss again. Beverley with the ball. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Golden State. Back to George. Leonard the pass to George. Just 5 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. It's stolen by Green. Top of the key. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
Well, it can't get worse than this. 0 for 4 to start.
And Curry pulls it down. Golden State's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Oubre against Morris. Oubre can't get it to go.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Beverley the pass to Zubac. Poked loose. Curry against Beverley. 4 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Zubac, and the layup's good off the glass.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
Greg, you have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
You know, trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Chance to check out stats for Leonard. Great showing for him last season, putting up about 26 points per, 7 rebounds and 3 assists. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it to me is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Here's Oubre. And the Warriors miss again. Clippers leading by 6. Down low. And Morris throws it down.
Mr. Morris leaves no doubt.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Curry against Beverly, trying to end the drought. And he overshot that one, missing.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Now, here's Beverly. Here's Zubac. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Boy, how about the Warriors enjoying this beautiful new arena, the Chase Center. What an incredible amount of work went into getting this built, and that was before they even broke ground, guys.
Here's Beverly, following the basket by Stephen Curry. On the wing, George. He's covered by Thompson. Here's Zubac. Dishes it to Beverly. Here's George. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Thompson. And the Chase Center will enable the Warriors, they think, to spend big on talent. But you know what, Doris? There is still a lot of nostalgia for their old home in Oakland.
No doubt, Kevin. The fans were so incredibly loyal. Oracle Arena was known for its rowdiness. The hope, obviously, that spirit will travel across the bay.
And the first one drops.
Well, I don't know that when he was selected 10th overall back in 2010, that the casual fan understood that Paul George would become one of the most effective two-way players in the NBA, but he's done just that.
And George drops them both. And hard to believe that gruesome injury Paul George suffered, what was it, 5 years ago. Wow.
It's incredible, Kevin, to think for a player to come back from what we expected to be a devastating injury. This is an incredible story for Paul George. He took the time he needed, and consider last year, for much of the season, he was very much involved in that MVP conversation.
Now here's Beverly. Great D that time from Curry.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. And the jam by Stephen Curry.
Wow, well done on the part of Steph Curry. Takes advantage of his momentum off the dribble drive and gets the elevation he needs to finish with authority.
Now here's Beverly. Knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Two on the clock. Nobody near Leonard. Misses the 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Beverly against Curry. Thompson for the triple. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Pass to Beverly. Here's Leonard. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Thompson outside. Curry against Beverly. Launches it. Oubre can't get it to go.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
A 3 from Leonard. A Again, Leonard missing for the Los Angeles Clippers. They come in off a good outing against the Warriors in San Francisco. Curry against Beverly. Curry kicks to Chris. Thompson left side. Green dishes to Oubre. Oh, good on the triple.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Here's Leonard. Count that one. And now a 12-point Clipper lead.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit, Greg, for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Now, here's Oubre. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Fast break. Here they come. Here's Curry. Finished off the break. Curry's got 6.
Boy, you get Steph Curry rolling downhill in the open floor. He can finish off a break with such style.
Beverly, the pass to Zubac. Now here's Beverly. Outside Leonard. That 3 off the mark.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Oubre, good.
And one thing Oubre could do to help his offense, to me, make himself into a better ball handler. Great dribble drive move that time.
Now here's Leonard. Against Golden State, he was really on his game. No good that time. Great D that time from Oubre.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Thompson finds Green. From deep. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in this game. And there's Paul George on the assist by Leonard. And the Clippers lead by 10.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
And here we go. Beverly heading to the hoop. And the shot goes down.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Last game for the Warriors, it was a loss to the Brooklyn Nets. Curry dishes to Thompson. Back to Curry. Out to Chris. From deep. Cans it from downtown.
To have his height and combine that with the fluid athleticism makes Chris a tough cover in the catch-and-shoot game.
Now, here is George. He had 15 points last out, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Thompson.
Boy, when you look at the numbers and the impact for Paul George, there is no question he's been in the MVP conversation. The outside shooting, the ability to attack the rim, and the force he is on the defensive end, just so impressive.
And he makes the first. And Doris with George and his offense last season might have been his best effort yet.
Yeah, Kevin, he had to take on more responsibility on the offensive end, and you could tell he has shot more and more threes. He gives his team a much-needed outside threat. You loved everything Paul George is able to give you.
And George drops them both. Or sometimes what was once considered a negative becomes a positive. For example, tweeners are now looked at as very valuable assets and very versatile assets.
Yeah, Kev, no doubt. That, think about how much the game has changed for players like Draymond Green, who was so integral to the success of the Golden State Warriors. Here was a young guy who was considered at one point coming out of college for the power forward and center spot, too small to play the position. But as the NBA has downsized, as it's gotten smaller and faster, Draymond Green can be as important as any other player on a roster.
Curry finds Oubre. Some nice passing by Golden State. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up. Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end, Greg. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Here's Chris after the basket by Los Angeles. Wiggins outside. Good work defensively by Morris. Los Angeles leading by 13. Leonard on the wing, covered by Oubre. Pass to George. Now Zubac. Morris looking over the floor. Second chance shot, and the layup is good. Zubac has got 6.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
Well, you love that there's no let-up in how they're playing. They want to dominate every aspect, including second chance points. Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Passes to Leonard. Over Oubre. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Williams. He's got 12.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Curry against Williams. Shot from 12. The Clippers grab the miss. Morris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Chris with the rebound. Chris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Boy, an effective use of the pull-up jump shot by Draymond Green. Boy, if he feels he's got room to shoot, he's going to let it go.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 13. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Notching a 50, 40, 90% season is a rare feat indeed. And Steph Curry, one of the few who have done it, talked about that challenge.
The field goal percentage as a whole is the toughest one. You're going to have some open shots, you're going to have some tough shots, but having that level of consistency and accuracy over the course of 82 games is unbelievably hard.
And consistent excellence certainly is the key. Curry brings it night in and night out.
And as tough as it is to hit those marks, he just seems to make it look easy.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And quite a position here for the Clippers to be in. What do you think, guys?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
We've got Looney. Steph Curry's out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Pascal in at the power forward. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Lee's checked in for the Warriors. And here is Williams. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. There's the feed to Leonard. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Now, Kawhi Leonard makes dunks look easy. That ball looks like a grapefruit in his hands.
Curry against Williams. Curry's shot is off.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Williams looking around. Softly drops in the floater. Williams has got his first basket of the night.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Williams against Curry. Wiggins from outside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 9 rebounds in the game.
Oh, that's unbelievable. Well, Kawhi Leonard might be quiet off the court, but on the court, he makes a lot of noise.
The pass to Wiggins. Fades away, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. They beat the Warriors during their last encounter in San Francisco.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Certainly something to keep an eye on. We'll see how the rotations go this time out. Every night it seems to be different.
Lee passes to Looney. Outside for Curry. With some arc, he lays it in. Curry's got 12 in the game.
Well, that floater right there is exactly what you would see from Steph Curry in his warm-up. He practices every shot from every angle.
Williams with a clean look and a miss there on the triple.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
The shot, no good. Great D that time from Leonard.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Williams, that's good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Warriors trail by 21. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Boy, you think back to the quadriceps injury that derailed almost all of the 2018 season for Kawhi Leonard. I'll tell you, he is back to peak form and reminding us that he is elite on both the offensive and defensive ends.
Let's take a look at Paul George, some stats on him. Last season, he played outstanding. First in steals, and of course, one of the game's truly elite scorers with the second most points per game in the league.
And as you said, first in steals last season, you have to say he's the best ball hawk in the league right now. It may not even be close. Pass to Curry.
Hey, yo, right here. Off the screen.
Back to Lee. Lock at 6. Wiggins against George. The 19-foot shot. Warriors the rebound. Looney passes to Curry. He hits it from 9. Curry's got 4 this quarter.
Well, this guy's not just an outside shooter. I mean, we most identify Steph Curry as the greatest shooter in the NBA right now, but gets inside there. That's pretty.
Pass to Leonard. Takes it from 10. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 5 assists in the game.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Passes it to Looney. Back to Curry. Fires from deep. He can't get that one. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. The shot's good from Kennard. Kennard's got his first 2 points of the night.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
No coverage that time. Curry's got 17.
Well, Curry's favorite shot and the one most fans pay money to see. Go ahead from deep, Steph.
From the line, and he hits the jump shot. 10 points for Paul George.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we know about Lou Williams' story. The 3-time Sixth Man of the Year may be undersized, but he keeps finding angles to score. Williams said, "I can't shoot straight up. I've always played crooked. It's weird, but it's something I've developed, fading away from guys. I have bigger defenders on me, and it's just about creating space. Kevin, even well into his 30s, Lou Will still does it as well as anybody.
I would totally agree, David. He is always deadly. Thank you. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Now Curry. 19 points in the game. Looney kicks to Curry. Golden State moving it around. Here's Pascal. He's covered by Leonard. Here's Wiggins. Not going to go that time. Excellent D there from George.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
To the middle, here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, Kawhi Leonard starting to percolate, guys. You may want to start checking this guy.
Curry with the bounce pass. Wiggins against George. Shot clock at 5. Curry with a wide open look. And another 3 for Golden State.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Williams passes to Leonard. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Wiggins. Goes up again, and it's good on the way up.
Well, 1 make in 6 attempts. I think it's fair to say he's had a rough start to this quarter.
Clippers leading by 16. Williams up on top, guarded by Curry. Williams against Curry. Shot clock at 6. Here's Leonard. The Warriors pull it in.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
One-on-one here. George with no one around. And the 3 ball is good. George has got 15 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Timeout called the Warriors. Dan Kennard came into the league viewed mostly as a shooter, but he's been able to provide much more than that.
I mean, better than you think when he puts the ball on the floor. Learning how to lean into defenders and step back to open up the shot is a better playmaker than he gets credit for, and we should see him take on a larger role as he develops.
Some changes for Golden State. Marquise Chris comes in for Looney. And it's Thompson in for Damian Lee. The Clippers also making some changes. Patterson comes in for Ivica Zubac. And Morris subbed in for Leonard. Curry. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 5th rebound in this one. Kennard kicks to George. Tries it from the top of the key, and Curry pulls it down.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Thompson with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Left side Curry over Williams. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Outside, George from past the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Chris has got rebound number 5 here tonight. The Warriors keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
That's a complete effort. Stuck with his man, gets his hand up, and then he doesn't hesitate to finish the possession with the rebounding job.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Curry passes to Chris. Thompson inside the line. It's good from the top of the key.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
Here's George. 17 points in the game. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
The first free throw is good. Of course, you can't help but notice that teams are shooting earlier in the shot clock. One theory being the faster you shoot, the more possessions you get.
Well,
and the numbers would speak to that.
No doubt, Kevin. And the reality is, for announcers and for fans, that breakneck pace makes it more exciting for us. One NBA coach told me this past year that your field goal percentage in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock gives you your best opportunity to make it. And the longer that shot clock goes on, the more your field goal percentage dips. So, hey, good for us, good for the fans, good for the teams.
And that's because the defense has a chance to settle, correct?
Exactly right.
Beverly looking around. He kicks to Patterson. 1:29 left in the second quarter. Morris, no good.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Well, Paul George just putting on a show right now. He's been around this league for a long time. The confidence is there.
Curry outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. George has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Williams. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Paul George will force you to stay balanced defensively, because if you have a miscue, he will find the open guy.
51 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Outside Curry. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Curry's got 30.
Wow, he has been unstoppable from outside in the second quarter. The threes are just flowing.
Williams in the post, guarded by Curry. That shot, no good. Golden State moving it around. And it's Wiggins missing.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
The shot by Williams, no good. Warriors trail by 20.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance of momentum away from your opponent.
Curry outside. Unable to get that one. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Los Angeles on top, just dominating this one. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Andrew, they shot the lights out in the first half. What has to change?
Get back. Focus on getting back, guarding your man, and not taking these real.
It starts with a man-on-man challenge. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 21 points, 2 assists, and 6 rebounds. His last game out, he was just not himself. But tonight, he has rounded right back into form with a very solid first half. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
There's been one thing that's made a difference in this game above all else: their control of the backboard. They put forth an amazing effort on the glass, and the rebounding numbers aren't even close, Ernie. That'll be something to keep an eye on in the second half. They will be very tough to contain if that continues.
Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
Well, they got a ton of issues to work out. Allow way too high a percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces, Ernie. Do they even want to be here?
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the point. Here's Green. Good work defensively by Morris. Clippers leading by 20. The pass to George. Great D that time from Oubre. Warriors shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. Green finds Curry. That shot no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Morris. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. And the ability to stretch the floor from the power forward spot doors becoming almost a requirement. That's worked out well for Marcus Morris.
Boy, when he comes into the league, Kevin, 2011, he was viewed as that classic tweener. That at one point was a negative level. The game has now shifted his direction because of his versatility.
One shot.
Free throw good from Morris.
Marcus Morris has proven that he can be effective in any system in the NBA, understands his role as a stretch four.
Pass to Thompson. Over George. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Inside, here's Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 4 assists now tonight.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. Thompson outside. Pass to Chris. 6 to shoot. Morris against Thompson. Over Morris. The shot by Thompson, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
George against Green. The open shot, George. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. Leonard kicks to George. Over Green. They grab their own miss. Zubac. And it's blocked.
Man, how quick does he get off the floor? Chris rises high and sends it back.
And Chris throws it down.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
To the paint, here's George. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. George has got 23.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
It's Curry outside. Sinks the three-pointer.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
Beverly, the pass to Zubac. The dish to George. Tipped away. Here's Leonard. A beautiful reverse layup. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And now here's Chris. He's got 5. And here is Curry. With the floater, and he sinks the layup. Curry's got 35.
Boy, guys, how about the burst Curry used to get to the 10 and finish at close range? That is beautiful.
To the inside, Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Warriors have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Thompson against George. Outside Curry. From the wing, and it's Golden State with another.
Boy, you love to watch Stephen Curry work from all over the floor. That textbook release, whether it's from 3 or in this case, the mid-range.
Here's Leonard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Leonard's got 28 points for the game.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Beverly against Curry. To the middle, trying to find Green. He's got it now. And the layup falls. Green's got his second bucket tonight.
Draymond Green has a knack for understanding where the ball will come off. He's got long arms. Really nice job getting after it on the boards.
And it's George finishing it off.
And plays like that demonstrate Paul George's athletic ability. He's not just an elite scorer. He is a high flyer.
Curry passes to Oubre. Curry against Beverly. Back to Oubre. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
With Kelly Oubre, you know this guy's going to be in attack mode. Contact or no, this guy's going to be aggressive.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. Free throw, good, Oubre. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the basement.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
I remember it very well.
Incredible.
And now here's Chris. Zubac's defending.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Beverly's got his third basket of the night.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Curry passes to Chris. Back to Curry. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
You know, you'd think it would be easy to throw a player like Curry off his shot because of the size, but somehow, some way, this guy figures it out.
Free throw good by Curry.
I don't think it's possible to overstate just how revolutionary a player Steph Curry is because of the way he has changed the spacing on the floor. Never before have we seen a player who shape-shifts a defense like Steph does. And that is because once he crosses half court, you better guard him.
Here's Leonard. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Thompson outside. Jacks up a three. Curry's shot is off. And with the way, Doris, defenses have to adjust for Curry, it just leaves so much more space for the rest of the team.
I think coaches, Kevin, because of Steph Curry's presence, they have got to change their defensive schemes, account for spaces on the floor that traditionally you wouldn't have to account for. That puts Steph Curry in a class of his own.
So it's the Warriors now. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Passes to Thompson. Now Chris. He has 5. 4 on the clock. Thompson outside. Over Beverly. And the Warriors miss again.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Jackson misses.
I guess even he is one of those once in a while.
Oubre, right side. Now the pass to Chris. That one goes in. Chris has got 7 points.
And such focus on these difficult finishes. Chris showing tremendous will fighting through the defense.
And he makes that one. That's now 32 points for Leonard.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Jackson against Curry. Pass to Oubre. From the baseline. And it's off the back rim. No good. Clippers leading by 23. Outside Jackson. Down low. Shoots from 14. And it's Leonard missing. Warriors have gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. And finished off by Oubre.
Now the young fella showing no fear. Oubre driving in with reckless abandon.
Leonard draws the double. Jackson with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Zubac. Clippers moving the ball around. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Leonard. Leonard's got 6 assists in the game.
And Jackson has become a reliable three-point shooter. That's a shot you got to respect.
Here's Curry. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Curry's got 42 in the game.
He is just self-willing his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Passes it to Leonard. A second chance effort and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You can see the kind of savvy Kawhi Leonard plays with. This guy makes the defense commit and gets himself to the foul line.
And he's known as the Claw, Kawhi Leonard, Doris, with some of the biggest hands in the NBA.
Well, consider, Kevin, that hand is over 11 inches from thumb to pinky. That's 52% wider than the normal hand. Basically, his hands correspond to a person who would be almost 9 feet tall. Incredible.
And the first one at the line is good.
We are looking at the MVP of the 2014 finals. Can we remember that in that series, Kawhi Leonard shot 60% and he guarded LeBron James?
Wiggins is checked in for Golden State. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Williams comes in for Patrick Beverly. Leonard hits them both. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Outside Curry. Kicks it to Wiggins. The pass to Pascal. Clock at 6. He dishes it to Thompson. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
You simply cannot relax when you're playing Klay Thompson. The catch and shoot, the release too quick.
Leonard draws the double to the paint. Patterson, that's good. Patterson's got his first points of the night.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Curry against Patterson. The 17-footer. Here's Pascal. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Leonard. And here they go. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
For Los Angeles, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
1:21 left in the third quarter. Thompson outside. Pass to Pascal. Inside, Curry. 2 points. That one goes. Curry's got 44. And 1:01 left to play in the third. Curry against Jackson. Pass to Leonard. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Curry against Jackson. From downtown. Here's Chris. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, you love that Chris is willing to absorb that kind of contact and still send it home. Potential and one. Go ahead, young man. Nice work.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
It was a little bit of a battle for him all season long. Last year, only shooting about 71%.
Well, this guy, a top 10 pick in 2016, we have seen Marquese Chris's talent. We've also seen the areas where he can improve.
26 seconds left here in the third quarter. To the inside. And Williams gets it to go on the assist by Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists tonight.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Here's Curry. Thompson outside. Launches it. Good on the triple. Thompson's got 5 points now this quarter.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be right back after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Chris, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward position. That's the Warriors' 5.
Well, outstanding contest on the shot, and then he's positioned perfectly to go after the rebound.
Jackson. Chris with the rebound. Chris has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. A baseline J, and Green gets it to go.
If you ever notice Stephen Curry's vision, his eyes are always looking for opportunities to find his teammates.
Thompson against Williams. Double team on Williams. Here's Patterson. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got assist number 8 now on the night. Curry against Jackson. They double him with George. Curry passes to Chris. Outside for Curry. Back to Chris. 5 on the clock. Over Jackson. Chris can't hit. The Clippers shooting around 60% on the night. Amazing work offensively so far. And so Green will bring it up for Golden State. Three-pointer. The shot off that time for Los Angeles. They've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Offensive rebound. Morris with the bucket.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Thompson passes to Chris. Williams against Curry. Passes it to Chris. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Chris, you and I were just talking about something Commissioner Silver said the other day about a proposed mid-season tournament. What do you think?
Well, I certainly think if they do move to a mid-season tournament, it's going to have real value for it to matter. To get the fans engaged, something has to be on the line. So, number one, you're going to have 2 goals. Instead of 1 championship, maybe you want to win that mid-season tournament too.
And the technical free throw is good. And everyone loves to talk about Curry's offense, but he does enough doors to hold his own on the defensive end as well.
Listen, Kevin, we know that opposing teams target Steph Curry on the defensive end. What you love about Curry is his quick hands allow him to come up with steals. His competitive nature makes him bulldogish enough that he's going to stick with a player and try to bother their shot.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Yo, whose man is Paul?
George passes to Kabengele. He feeds it to Morris. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way. As much as you just saw him do there, glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. And he knocks down the first one. And Morris drops them both. Doris, isn't it interesting that we're seeing some teams with more 3-point attempts than 2-point attempts?
It's incredible, Kevin, that every year over the last decade you see more 3-point attempts across all 30 NBA teams. And think about the Houston Rockets. In each of the last 2 years, the Rockets have actually taken more 3s than 2s. This is the evolution of the game. It is not going anywhere. There's 2 high-valued shots in the league. Restricted area 2s, that means point-blank opportunities at the rim, and 3-point shots, and everything else in between seems to be getting lost.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide-open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
Lee passes to Looney, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Patrick Patterson. Well, you have to be a fan of the way Kevon Looney plays, the former UCLA Bruin. He puts in the work on the defensive end, Doris, and it shows.
No doubt. He has evolved to be the kind of player who is often asked to guard the wings, sometimes even point guards. Just think back to last year's playoffs. He had to guard the likes of James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Kyle Lowry. This guy is so gifted as a defender, and he's only getting started.
First one falls for him.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Leonard. And Landry Shamet subbed in for George. Second free throw, no good. Of course, here's something kind of interesting. There's been a lot of talk about moving the draft to after free agency. What would that look like?
Well, I think talent is always going to be at a premium. So I would think if there's a guy that's the absolute definitive #1 pick, he's going #1 regardless of roster construction. But the reality is it might help those teams who maybe if they know who's on the roster, it might change the kind of draft selection they would make. So it's an interesting supposition. We'll see if the NBA moves in that direction.
Here's Jackson, and they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a three-point play.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
And the pass to Looney. He kicks to Oubre. Poked away. Here's Lee outside. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And that one's good. Beverly.
And for Beverly, showing a little in-between game there.
Now here's Lee. Pass to Oubre. Golden State moving the ball around. Green kicks to Lee. Wiggins outside. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Clippers. On Friday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Saturday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the New Orleans Pelicans. Jackson against Lee. Jackson passes to Leonard. Now here's Zubac. And the basket is good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Pass to Wiggins. A floater stolen by Jackson. Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Oh, good luck stopping that. Kawhi Leonard, huge, strong hands, in total command of the basketball. Go ahead.
Oubre outside. Back to Lee. Pass to Wiggins. Just 4 to shoot. Over Jackson. And the Warriors miss again. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on an 18-7 run. Lays it up off the glass. Jackson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Lee passes to Oubre. Knocks it loose. Leonard with the steal. Leonard draws the double. Kicks it to Jackson. In the corner, it's Morris. There's the pass to Zubac. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Warriors have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Looney. Here's Lee. Ball's knocked loose. And here's Beverly. And here's Leonard from three. Drills the three-pointer. Leonard's got 41.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Here's Poole, guarded by Jackson. Can they get it? And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
See, Kelly Oubre understands how to take advantage of his athleticism on the interior. That's nice.
The first one falls.
And remember, you know, he grew up in New Orleans, but Kelly Oubre had to move to Texas after Hurricane Katrina. Some tough times that he said put a little bit of a chip on his shoulder to this day.
Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for the Clippers. Landry Shamet comes in for Kawhi Leonard. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. LA has gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And Jackson gets it to go.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
Pass to Looney. Passes it to Poole. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bender. And again, no good by Golden State. The pass to Beverly. Finished off the break. Beverly's got 4 this quarter.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Here's Lee. Here's Looney, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. First free throw is good. No good on the second free throw. And Los Angeles guys shooting fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Pass to Poole. And O'Quinn sends it back.
Just such nice timing by O'Quinn on that block.
And it's Shamet missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Bender, no good. LA's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Beverly, the pass to Green, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pass to Pascal. They get a hand on it, and so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Pope loose. Oh, Bowman passes to Bender. Clock at 4. There's the 3. Drains the three-pointer.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
Now Beverly. It's Jackson atop the key. And they double up Jackson to the middle. And that one's good. Shamet's got his first 2 points of the night.
Oh, what a pretty pass. Throw to the open spot. Lead your teammate perfectly.
Bowman passes to Bender. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Bowman. He's covered by Shamet. It's tipped. Now here's Jackson. He's guarded closely. O'Quinn trying to free himself up, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on Pragen Bender.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Patrick Patterson. He's checked in for Patrick Beverly. So he gets them both. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. Passes to Poole. It's hauled in by the Clippers. O'Quinn's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Clippers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Leonard.
Boy, I think you could pick about any area of this basketball game and feel like he excelled in it. He was a dominant figure at both ends of the floor and finishes with a triple-double. What an unbelievable performance.
Smailagic, and the shot goes in. There's 37 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And there's the pass to O'Quinn. Shamet with it. Outside Jackson. 5 to shoot. Banked in off the glass.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Pass to Poole. Shoots over Shamet. So the Clippers winning this one easily. A resounding. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. There should be plenty of fireworks out in the backcourt tonight in this one. Of the guards you played alongside, who was the best combination passer scorer?
Oh, man, Kerry, you put me in the hot seat. That's a tough one. I just got to give everybody
you played with a lot of them,
out.
though, didn't you? Huh?
I know, man. I didn't know it was going to be a test today. I got to go with my boy Rod Strickland when I played with him at the Wizards. I think he's the best finisher ever, and he led the league in assists. My boy Jay Will, shout out to White Chocolate. I mean, he is one of the most creative players I've ever played with, but he can shoot it from deep. He was a guy that liked to shoot it from Curry Land, and he could pass it. And then lastly, I'd have to, of course, go with my man Mike Bibby. Mike Bibby could do it all. So I've been blessed to play and fortunate to play with some great scorers and combination passers in this league.
3 terrific names. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position. That one drops for him. Morris has got the opening bucket of the night here for Los Angeles. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I did get a chance to speak with Steve Kerr a little bit. Asked about the key, coach said, dealing with Paul George. He's able to affect the game in so many ways. Kevin, they have scouted this game closely and scouted PG-13 even closer.
Thanks so much, David. Now Morris after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Morris into the lane. Here's Zubac. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
There's that passion of his, battling with every ounce of energy he has.
Here's Curry. Good on the bucket.
Such confidence from Curry. I mean, you watch him take it inside, you think he were a bigger player.
Beverly against Curry. Bounce pass from Beverly. Here's Leonard. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. This is his first free throw of the game.
Yeah, and he wasn't someone you wanted to foul if you were defending him last season. 85% is what he made from the line.
Free throw drops for Leonard.
You know, when he was in high school in California, Kawhi won the state's Mr. Basketball Award. And you look at the list of guys who've won that award over the years, it has a lot of the all-time greats on it.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. Greg, this season is the first time in the last 4 or 5 years that Golden State will not be the prohibitive favorites to win it all.
I mean, back-to-back devastating injuries in the finals. Kevin Durant departing in free agency with time and help. Will they retake the throne? So we'll just have to wait and see. Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Beverly looking around, knocked away. And Leonard has it in the corner. 5 on the clock. And that's going to be a treble.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. Coming off a terrific season. First in steals, and of course, one of the game's truly elite scorers with the 2nd most points per game in the league.
And as you said, first in steals last season, you have to say he's the best ball hawk in the league right now. It may not even be close. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. It's Curry outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Curry's got 5 points so far.
Using so many devices to get his shot. I mean, that time Curry on the catch and shoot.
Right side Leonard. To the paint. Outside for George. Crew on the 14-footer.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. When he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency.
Now here's Thompson. No points in the game yet for him. Curry, good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Beverly against Thompson. Here's Zubac. George with the ball. Shoots over Oubre. George, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Opening day, Chris. In your experience, which types of teams tend to start the season well, started strong.
Two types. One, the team that has been forgotten about and left out. The team that had a disappointing season the year before, and no one knows the pain that they went through all summer long, waiting to get back to that moment. So they've been incentivized for half of a year to come back and say, wait a minute, it's our turn now. And those teams are sneaky under the radar.
Little chip on their shoulder, in other words.
And and then secondly, I would say veteran teams that know what they want, teams that are focused and saying, wait a minute, we know this is a marathon. Let's take our time, warm up, and stick to the principles right away, and we'll end up in the right place later.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They beat the Warriors during their last encounter in San Francisco.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
Yeah, controlling the flow of second chance opportunities is the key. I mean, something they'll try to replicate tonight.
And there's never been any question about George's three-point range. He just goes through stretches where he knocks down the three at a ridiculous rate. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Over in the corner, Beverly. And another three for the Clippers.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And now here's Chris. He's coming off a 10-point game against Brooklyn. Thompson for the triple. Connects from three-point range.
He's an all-time great shooter with a tremendous motor. Thompson, he loves to one-up the opponent.
And here's Beverly. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Golden State. Pass to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Shot from 16. That one no good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Pass to Thompson. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Now, here is George. He had 15 points last outing. Now here's Curry. The three. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
No surprise to see the game's best shooter sink a three like that. Anything you can do, Curry can do better.
Curry with the steal, and up the court come the Warriors on the break. Lets it go with the three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
Curry against Beverly. Curry deciding where to go with it. Passes it to Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Thompson's got 5 points so far. The Clippers in the lead. Now the pass to Leonard. Leonard draws the double, shoots over Oubre. George with no one around. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
The shot by Thompson, no good. Los Angeles leading by 5. Three-pointer. George, no good.
Oh, that's just a lucky break from deep. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Chris kicks to Curry. At the elbow, Green over Morris. And it's Green missing.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
Now here's Beverly. Pass to Zubac. Just 5 to shoot. George against Thompson. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. Here's Zubac. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Warriors trail by 5. Outside, Green. Stolen by Beverly. And here we go. Beverly heading to the hoop. Lays it in off the breakaway. Beverly's got his second basket of the night.
Just fantastic movement by Beverly. So effective in clogging passing lanes with his quick hands and anticipation.
Curry passes to Thompson. And now here's Chris. Six on the shot clock. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And it's George missing.
He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. You don't get many chances either.
Leonard with the steal. Morris dishes to Beverly. Pass to Zubac. Back to Beverly. Morris kicks to Beverly. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Zubac, and it's blocked.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
And Thompson gets it to go.
End-to-end, Thompson is very difficult to match up with defensively. I mean, if you don't do it, that's the outcome.
And, you know, you see it every day, but it still doesn't make it any less impressive. The amount of skill that Steph Curry has on the floor, the shooting, the passing, the agility, he has it all.
You could argue Curry is one of the most skilled players of all time.
The shooting alone puts him in the conversation, and very few can match up to just that. Guys like LeBron and Wilt dominate with their size and athleticism, but Curry is an all-time great because of his once-in-a-lifetime skill.
That free throw good from Leonard. Wiggins is checked in for Kelly Oubre. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Williams is checked in. And he makes both free throws. Chris, we talk about perimeter scoring becoming more prevalent. The biggest shift coming from bigs shooting more threes.
Yeah, they are now counted upon to space the floor. And the better you can shoot, the better you can space the floor. And then more importantly, if you can knock down that three, you become a triple threat because now you can shoot there, maybe you can dribble and get by, or because of your height, you see different passing lanes and you can be a better passer, getting your teammates involved, and they like that spacing as well.
Now here's Leonard. 23 points for him the last game against Golden State.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous.
Here's Chris. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Curry way outside. It's hauled in by George. The Los Angeles Clippers coming to this one after the win against the Golden State Warriors. The pass to Williams. Back to George. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. And now a 10-point Clipper lead.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Here's Curry. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5-for-11 night.
Oh, he's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
Here's Leonard. Warriors with the rebound. Curry's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the Warriors making a change here. The Warriors shooting at around 42% since the opening tip. Chris up top. Kicks it to Thompson. Off target from outside. Clippers leading by 8. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. George passes to Leonard. And there's Paul George on the assist from Leonard. Leonard's got his 3rd assist on the night. Curry against Williams. Now here's Curry. Defense is right there. From deep. He sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Curry's got 15. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Steph Curry talks about the visual drills he does to help his playmaking in the NBA.
It's a cognitive and neurological drill that helps you, one, takes your mind off the basketball, because when you're in a game, that should be the last thing you're thinking about. There's so many other variables out there that you have to kind of survey, where your defender is, where your teammates are, where you are in relation to the basket and your reaction. So those lights kind of train you in that regard. You have to, see what the color is, make a determination of what move that corresponds to, execute the move, and then finish the jumper.
The improvement he's made, Greg, in his ball handling has really unlocked his game.
I mean, able to keep his head up as he attacks off the dribble, read the defense, and drills like that can only help.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
You're exactly right, GA. I mean, they've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
Here are the five the Clippers have to start the second. The two stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Williams is out there with Kennard, and it's Zubac in at the center, locking down the middle.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And it's George missing. Warriors trail by 9. Here's Wiggins. And no good. Excellent D there from George. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. Warriors have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Wiggins passes to Thompson. Outside Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Pascal. Can't cash in from close range.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
Last game for the Warriors, it was a loss to the Brooklyn Nets. Got that one up quick. Curry's got 17 now.
So pure. I mean, there are times when Curry puts it up and you just know it's going in.
George passes to Zubac. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Back to Kennard. It's up a 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Thompson passes to Looney. Here's Pascal. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard. The Warriors have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Shooting 2.
first free throw is good. From a pure entertainment standpoint, who's a player that you think is must-watch TV, Chris?
Oh, man, you got to go Curry, Lillard, Harden, Giannis, Embiid, Simmons. I mean, you could just keep going. Let's go Lou Will off the bench. Let's even go defensively. You can even go Patrick Beverly. So many guys that is just so much fun to watch play. Must-see TV.
Los Angeles leading by 8. Now Williams, Leonard on the wing, lets it go from 14. And it's Looney with the rebound. Williams against Curry. A stupendous finish in traffic. Curry's got 19 points.
Those are the plays that Curry's more than capable of making. He's so confident on the offensive end.
Stolen by Thompson. Here's the break. He kicks it to Curry. Over Williams, and the rejection by Leonard.
And a sensational individual defender. Leonard will lock you down. Rejections are just part of the package he brings on the defensive end. Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Here's Looney. Swiped away. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. And then Leonard with the dunk.
And busting it up the floor. Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle.
Now here's Thompson. He's got 8. Here's Looney. And that one is hammered home.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on him, you pay the consequences.
Here's George. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. For Los Angeles, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
That free throw good from George.
Chris, you think back to the Warriors as a franchise when you played for them, both as a rookie and a vet. How have things changed?
Well, I think it's a difference, in the approach from ownership. I think that's huge. But the fans, they've always come out. They've always been some of the best fans in the league. And the Warriors franchise has come so far since being a bottom-dwelling team.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Here's Curry. The teardrop falls in. Curry's got 6 here in this quarter.
Oh, and that's the thing about Steph. Fearless on the floor, but also plays under control.
Williams with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. And George kicks to Zubac. Leonard against Thompson. 6 to shoot. Pulls it up. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 18 points.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Kelly Oubre's checked in for Golden State. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Pascal, the pass to Oubre. Williams against Curry. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 11 rebounds in the game. Leonard kicks to Patterson. Nobody near Williams. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
He can be sneaky good from deep sometimes. I mean, when he gets clean looks, he's got the ability to do some damage out there.
Now here's Curry. 21 points in the game. That one falls. Curry's got 8 points in the quarter.
Oh, man. His game is so beautiful. It's a joy to watch. Curry, when he's at the top of his game like this, crazy.
Williams passes to Kennard. Clock at 6. Back to Williams. The tray. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Oubre with it. It doesn't go for him. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's Leonard. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
And Kevin, this is why his teammates respect him. The hustle, the energy. Gotta love it. Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
Williams finds Leonard. Charity stripe shot, and that one drops for him. Leonard's got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And there's the feed to Curry. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Inside. Count that bucket. Zubac has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Again, Curry missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
The thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg, he never wants the spotlight to himself. Even as a leader of his team, he just wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Clay was trying to break Curry's three-point record last season. Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him.
Throw good, Lou Williams. Chris, are there specific types of plays where you feel the whistle gets blown maybe a little too often and a little too early?
Well, sometimes for a guard, when he's defending a guard and the pick and roll comes and he fights through that pick, and as a guard, offensive player, I can stop and let you bump into me and shoot the ball. I think the refs just have to be smart with it. Sometimes it's a foul, but every time it's not, just because of the situation or the flop. And also, you just don't want players to be bailed out when the defender is in a good position. But that's what makes the game so great, is the fact that as an offensive player, you got to try to manipulate and find out where you can sneak yourself in the gray areas of the rules. And as a defensive player, how can you use your skill, your will, and then your IQ not to get caught with your hand in the cookie jar?
Here's Jackson following the basket by Stephen Curry. Right side Leonard. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Leonard's got 22 points. Warriors trail by 17. Pass to Chris. Here's Wiggins. Morris with the rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Leonard with the bucket.
There you see why you want the ball in Jackson's hands as much as possible. He can clearly set the table.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Golden State Warriors. There's the dish to Wiggins. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Reggie Jackson. The Warriors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Wiggins. And both free throws good for Wiggins.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
And here is Williams. He's got 5. Morris outside. Pass to Patterson. And that one hits back iron. Warriors trail by 17. Passes to Curry. Wide open look. Here's Chris. Oh, look at him play!
And how about the timing on the backboards there from Chris? Has the size and quickness to be a problem.
Jackson begins with the block. Green against Morris. Green kicks to Curry. Wiggins left side. Over Jackson, and that one's good. Wiggins.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Now here's Jackson. He had 16 points in the win against Golden State. Leonard draws the double. Here's Patterson, and it's Patterson finishing it off.
He is a fantastic athlete for a power forward. Whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for with hops.
He logs up the alley-oop pass. Chris can't hit.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later. It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Count it. Chris has got his second bucket.
And such focus on these difficult finishes. Chris showing tremendous will fighting through the defense.
Now here's Patterson. Jackson looking around. Right side, Williams. The 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 5 assists in the game.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
Here's Curry with the 3. The shot, no good. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Clippers ahead, up by 16. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Steph, what do you think of your defense in the first half?
We're a step late, I think, and they made tough shots. We can't take away from that, but for the most part, we have to find a way to guard that line if they're knocking down shots to keep them out the game.
We'll see where the adjustments take you. Thanks, Steph. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He ended up with 24 points, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
What you like about Kawhi Leonard, efficient in everything he does. Rarely does he take an extra dribble, doesn't take bad shots, and he passes in the right position to make the play.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
They relied way too heavily on the three-point shot in the first half. Their long-range game was off. That's my off sound, Ernie. They were off. But they still settle for the outside shot. They got to put more pressure on the defense by pounding it inside and attacking the basket.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
Oh, man, what a tremendous first half. Okay, obviously he's feeling the flow, and he's looking to keep it going.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Chris is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Warriors' 5.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Here's Green. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Green dishes to Curry. No good from outside.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And that one's good, George.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Curry. To the inside. Here's Oubre. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac is Los Angeles leading by 20. Down low. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Well, Greg, their poise has been tremendous. I mean, excellent at both ends, has them increasing this lead.
Here's Chris. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Oubre. A three-pointer, no good.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout just to try to settle things down.
George finds Beverly. Outside Leonard. To the inside. Here's Zubac. Chalk up 2 there. Zubac has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Thompson with it. Guarded now by Morris. Green breaking loose. The shot by Thompson, no good.
I don't know what they threw up at halftime, but it ain't working. 0 for 4 to start the half. Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
Now here's Thompson. He's got 8. The pass to Curry. To stop the drought. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
George against Oubre. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Chris. Good work defensively by Morris. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And that's what Beverly does best, a quick passer who distributes the ball incredibly well.
Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Timeout called the Warriors.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end, he came to the Clippers to write his own legacy. Returning to Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers. And now let's take a moment to check out the stats for Green. Good season for him last year. He was around 7 points a game last year, 7 assists and 7 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
And he knocks down the jumper.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Clippers.
Beverly against Curry. Morris outside, lets it go from deep, and Curry pulls it down. Curry's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Oubre. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. No one had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. Second, Stephen Curry.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
First one falls for him. Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And both free throws good for Oubre. Clippers leading by 22. Here's Beverly. 5 points in the game from 13, and he drops that one in. Beverly's got 7.
And really, Beverly is very reliable from the mid-range area. I mean, his jumper has come a long way.
Thompson outside. Back to Curry. From deep 3-point range, it's hauled in by George. George has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Kicks to Beverly. Back to George. Over Thompson. They get it back. Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 19 rebounds. Thompson passes to Oubre from deep. And again, no good by Golden State.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open 3 like that.
Golden State's gotten off to a very slow start from 3-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Pass to Chris. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac is...
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Beverly, the pass to Morris. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
A flat-out bulldog in the paint. Great job to follow his own shot there and get the basket.
Curry against Beverly. Curry kicks to Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Takes the 3. Morris with the rebound.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Curry. 27 points for him. Nice shot by Thompson.
And in Thompson's career, he hits well over 40% of his threes. That's remarkable consistency from range.
Beverly, the pass to Kennard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Kelly Oubre.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
The Clippers have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Warriors making a change here. Lee's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Pass to Chris. Back to Thompson. Here's Pascal. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And Thompson gets it to go.
Knocks down his second 3 of the half. I mean, he had 2 of them in the first half also. Doing some solid work from deep.
Beverly against Curry. Here's Morris. And Pascal pulls it down.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
No good from Lee.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take it down.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Beverly's a guy who loves physical contact. He really tries his best to absorb the contact on his shots to draw these fouls.
The Clippers haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Beverly.
Well, in overtime, Beverly has established himself as just a defensive specialist, juggernaut, an absolute pest who plays his tail off on both ends of the floor.
Andrew Wiggins is checked in for the Warriors. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Fade away, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
You don't see that too often, the fadeaway shot when he's wide open.
Beverly, the pass to Zubac. On the wing, Morris. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Near the 3-point line, it's Morris. The good-looking shot from the wing.
Terrific use of the catch-and-shoot jumper for Morris, catching the D flat-footed and torching them as a result.
Lee passes to Thompson. And the 3 off target.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
The 3 from Morris. But they'll get another chance. George up top, covered by Wiggins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Patterson passes to Kennard. Over Thompson. Kennard's shot is off. And for the Warriors, their shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. And it's Lee penetrating. Makes it off the glass. Clippers with the ball. George looking over the floor. Over Wiggins. Here's Morris. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for 1 more at the line.
Kevin, you love how Morris keeps his focus on the basket. You can whack him all you want, but he's still going to knock down those shots.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Los Angeles making a switch here. Williams is checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Free throw good from Morris.
While the shooting of Morris provides his team with this crucial, just a real valuable part of this team.
Chris pass to Thompson. Here's Pascal. He's guarded by Williams. Beverly against Lee. Wiggins right side. He doesn't hit that one. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Outside Williams. Los Angeles with another miss. And for the Warriors, they're shooting a pretty wretched 28% in the third quarter. This offense needs to maybe try some different angles.
I like seeing that kind of sharp passing. Thompson, making sure they get the best shot possible.
Here's Beverly following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. Here's George. Wiggins with the block. Thompson against George. Thompson passes to Wiggins. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Wiggins has got 6 points in the quarter.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Here's Williams. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Thompson.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute tonight.
Well, going into the summer, Klay Thompson had said he wanted to stay with the Warriors. But Chris also said that he deserved a max contract.
Yeah, and if you look at Klay's resume, it's hard to argue that he isn't worth that amount. Let's remember what he's done for this team. The shooting he provides, the defense, the championships, he's earned what he was given.
Clearly a foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Beverly. Leonard, he's checked in for Morris. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Well, when you look at a guy like Kevin Looney, I mean, he gives his team so much. I mean, great option to have either starting or off the bench with his versatility.
Now here's Lee. Lays it up and banks it in. Lee's got his second basket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Beverly against Lee. It's off his foot. And the official saying it was kicked. Here's Williams. 8 points for him. Inside. And that one's good. Beverly's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And Kevin, when Beverly gets these shots inside, he's just remarkably efficient. He just has tremendous touch on these shots.
Thompson looking for an opening. From deep three-point range, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. 2 guards have to be able to make plays for others.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The Warriors shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Reggie Jackson out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Patrick Patterson. It's Kabengele in at the 5, home in the paint. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. And Looney sends it back. Green with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Green passes to Bowman. Hey, Chris, for some guys, playing in their hometown is a dream. But there's also that added pressure, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, at least when you play away from home, it's a little more quiet. You don't have to get as many tickets for the game. When I got a chance to play home in Detroit, it was one of the best moments of my life. And I thought to myself, this is a wonderful feeling, but could I have handled it for 15 years in my career? I don't know. That's 30 tickets a game. Oh, I probably would have to go back into the NBA again just to pay for those tickets. But I tell you what, it's fun. And for me, a mama's boy, eating your mama's cooking before a game, it is never, ever. I've never had a better feeling before a game. Eating her food, being able to go out and play.
I bet.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Beverley, the pass to Kabengele. Here's Patterson. 6 to shoot. Jackson kicks to Patterson. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. It's good.
Oh, it just seems as if Beverley is connecting on everything out there. I mean, when he's scoring at a good clip, the D has to be nervous.
Looney passes to Bowman. Green taking his time here. Dishes it to Wiggins. Passes it to Bowman. From the arc. And another 3 for Golden State.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Patterson dishes to Jackson. Goes up with the stripe. Warriors with the rebound. Looney's got 6 rebounds in the game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader. Truly a special player.
And he makes the first.
Yeah, fans around the league love to hate Draymond Green for how outspoken he is, but I honestly believe the hate fuels Green. He loves to play the bad guy.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Marcus Morris comes in for Patrick Patterson. He doesn't get the second one. And C-Webb, as you were talking about with Draymond Green, you know, he's embraced the role in the past of villain in the NBA. But he said during the playoffs last year he wants to change his ways.
Yeah, right. We'll see. Draymond will irk opposing players and fans alike. But that's just a part of what makes him so effective. I mean, he's the ultimate example of a player who you love when he's on your team and you hate when he's not. Did a lot of damage from three-point range in the first half, but so far in the second, he hasn't done a thing. He's been a different player since halftime, coming on strong now.
Yo, get on Steph.
Curry against Beverley, and the pass to Wiggins. With the teardrop, and he lays it up and in. Wiggins has got 13 points in the second half.
Strange game for him. Barely made any noise in the first half, and here in the second, he's been everywhere.
Here's Jackson. And Looney sends it back. And that one drops.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
Hits the three-point bomb.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Jackson against Curry. And it's Leonard missing. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 14-6 run. On the wing, Wiggins, defended by Beverly. Here's Looney. Outside Curry. Offline with his three.
Look, the more threes he misses, I mean, the more he wants to take. Where they do that at? That's not the right mindset.
And he recovers it. Morris with the bucket.
Oh, when Morris gets it down in the paint, he's deadly, using his big arms to get these shots up and in.
Curry passes to Looney. Outside, Green. Pass to Oubre. Pass to Wiggins. There's the triple. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. They double him with Wiggins. Beverly dishes to Morris. And he banks in the layup. Morris has got 6 in the quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Here's Leonard, and it's Leonard with the jam.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
Now here's Curry. 16 feet away, and it's Wiggins missing. Beverly with the ball. Curry meets him. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%. Timeout called the Warriors. See, Webb, if we lower the draft age back to 18, the league will take a larger role developing high school players. Your thoughts?
Well, I think it could be a safety net. You know, so many kids are vulnerable at this time, and they don't have a system, and that's why everything's kind of been messed up for players trying to figure out what is the correct system. How do I really get immersed? I want to be in the NBA. What is the right way? And I think the younger you are, with the more direction that you have, it can only turn out to be a safer process, I would hope.
And getting better pro-level training too, coaching.
Yeah, pro-level training, pro-level knowledge, pro-level relationships. I think it's a great thing by the league.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Zubac. Green comes in for Marcus Morris. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Now here's Curry. They can't stop the run with that one.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Here's Poole. Pass to Curry. A floater, and that's 2 points on the layup. Curry's got 32 points.
It's too bad this scoring hasn't been contagious. I mean, they'd be in much better shape if a few of their other guys could pick up some slack.
Now the pass to Green. He dishes it to Jackson. Unloads from 13, and it's good for 2.
And you can see that Jackson has put a lot of work in on his mid-range J. Definitely a legitimate threat from there.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Shoots from 12. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 34.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Yeah, showing that short area skill allows him to create some space.
Now, here's O'Quinn. Pass to Kennard. To the middle. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Shamet. That one off the back iron and out. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. Here's Poole, guarded by Jackson. Chris, last season the Thunder became the final NBA team to reach an agreement for jersey sponsorships. Have you gotten used to seeing those patches on the various jerseys around the league?
You know what, Kevin? I have. And they're not as intrusive as I thought. I was
Me too.
Man,
I agree.
Yeah, I was so scared of this. I thought it was going to ugly up the jerseys and be bigger than the team logo and things like that. But you know how great this league is when it comes to getting messages out to their fans and promotion. And so we've done a wonderful job. And actually, I really, really like how they fit the jersey, how the colors matches, and the history of the company, actually. So, no, I think they've done a great job kind of just making sure it just slides in there, not taking away the shine from the team.
So it's the Warriors now. Clippers able to drain the three, and there it is for him.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Shamet kicks to Jackson. Lobbed up there for Green, and the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The Warriors making a switch here. The Warriors have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Smailagic, guarded by Green. It's stolen by Green. Now Jackson. Pass to O'Quinn. And O'Quinn slams it in.
And that's Jackson's job out there, distributing the rock to his open teammates.
The Warriors shooting 53% from the field in the fourth quarter. Can't ask for more than that from your offense. Chris, what's your definition of most valuable player?
LeBron, Michael Jordan. Okay, let me. Okay, the best player in the league. That's my definition. Who makes players better? Who brings the fans into the game? There's only one type of player that's an MVP, and there's only about 6 guys in a year that can be MVP. But if you're talking about guys that help you, let's say, are the best on a contract or getting the most bang for their buck, you got to look at guys like a Siakam. You know, he's just making over $2 million this season, still playing on that rookie contract, and those are the guys that are on their way up. So you can always find young talent playing for maybe less than what they should be getting at that time, but the most valuable player continues to be the top 6 players of the league, period.
Now here's Jackson. Lets it go from 11. Again, the Clippers.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Clippers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Leonard.
He was the alpha dog out there tonight. Totally in charge of this game. No matter what the situation was, he was the one to dictate the action.
The first one falls. With the G League growing by leaps and bounds, one is now being brought to Mexico City, Chris.
I mean, first of all, let's go back to last season. Did you see how crazy those fans were in Jurassic Park in Toronto?
Yeah, they love it.
Can you imagine Mexico? Oh, my God. This would be great. Mexico City, yeah. Let's bring everyone in, all the fans in. And what I really love is that it's for the home fan base. So when I think of the Toronto Raptors, I think about the city of Toronto. I think about Canada and how it's theirs. And even though we're one league, that team is theirs, and they take that pride on, and it just brings so much more excitement. Can you imagine all the people in Mexico City being excited for their team? Oh, I want to be at one of the first games when that happens because I know the crowd is going to be sick. It's going to be crazy. I want to be there.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, yeah, Greg, you see more teams doing this nowadays. We all are firmly entrenched in the era of the 3-ball.
Now here's Jackson. Here's Kennard. Back to Jackson. 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Poole. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul called on Los Angeles. And the first one drops. Good on both. Shamet with it. So the Clippers winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Paul, do you guys really draw your identity from defense, and does that lead to the team's success?
It is. I mean, that's something we take pride in. That's something we always took pride in. And, you know, we know games is won on the defensive end. And we know we got to scrap it out on the offensive end, but games is won on the defensive end, and that's what Coach preaches.
You guys are rapt listeners tonight. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.